laugh too hard.
Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling Power Slam on Shaw Spotlight. My name is Kevin Farrell, coming to you from the German-Canadian Club in Lethbridge, Alberta, kicking things off tonight with singles action as Angelica goes one-on-one with Zoë Sager. And I mean, listen to this reaction for Angelica from the PPW fans here in attendance tonight. And as you know, Angelica over the last several months has had her series of issues with Vinnie Valentine, but tonight looking to refocus, looking to pick up the win in singles action. And her opponent tonight, Zoë Sager from Edmonton, Alberta, really making a splash in the Edmonton, Calgary areas. Fresh out of the Lance Storm Academy. And I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see exactly what her skill level is, what her skill set is, and what she's got in store for Angelica tonight. Angelica much more experienced than Zoë Sager. Many more matches under her belt than Sager. But I mean, the thing for Angelica here tonight is there's very little tape, there's very little ability to have studied her opponent tonight. I mean, she may have to feel Sager out in the early going, and she may have to develop a bit of a strategy as she's going along in this match. The bell sounds, we are underway. Looks for a collar and elbow tie-up. Sager, though, with the trip. Impressive. Off the ropes. Angelica drops down. Throws the back elbow. Sager able to duck under, reverse. Looking for a hip toss. Angelica, though, stops it, reverses into a roll-up. Sager with a roll-up of her own here. A crucifix. Angelica able to get her shoulders up. Angelica back to her feet. Sager throwing a clothesline. Angelica ducks under. Big backslide. 1, 2, only 2, though. A lot of quick action in the early goings here. A pin exchange from these two women. Very impressive display of wrestling ability and athleticism. There we see a collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the ring. Sager now takes the arm wrench on Angelica. That's a tight arm wrench. Angelica tries to get under, pushing away the face. Quick reversal here from Angelica into a hammerlock. Sager now throwing some elbows, trying to create a little bit of space, able to reach around and reverse right back into that arm wrencher, transitioning into the hammerlock. She's got that hammerlock in tight. Angelica, though, reaches over herself, transitions into a side headlock. Impressive technical ability from both of these women. Big headlock takeover, takes Sager down in the center of the ring. Angelica looking to wear down the much less experienced opponent in this match. She's going to have to use that height, that leverage advantage. Big Irish whip sends Sager into the corner. And a huge scoop slam. Center of the ring puts Sager down. Angelica now. Big cartwheel splash. Hook of the leg. Pinning combination in the center of the ring, but not enough to put Sager away. Sager showing really impressive toughness and really impressive technical ability here. Up in the corner. Not a place you want to be, going one-on-one with Angelica, the derriere, used as a weapon against Zoë Sager. Angelica with the chop. Irish whip sends Sager in. And another big running hip attack, driving the wind out of Zoë Sager. Snapmare takedown puts Sager down. And a big neck whip. Angelica now floats over into the cover, hooks the leg, only 2 though, still not enough to put Sager away. Angelica in firm control here in the early goings. Sager though breaks out off the ropes, ducks a clothesline, and comes from behind. Big flying head scissor from Zoë Sager. Angelica now taken off balance, follows it up with a big arm drag. And a second arm drag from Sager takes Angelica down, and a running drop kick to the knees. Zoë Sager now with the big cradle floats over. She's got Angelica hooked. Only 2 though. Angelica able to roll out of that pinning attempt. Zoë Sager though taking a second to lock Angelica in that side headlock. And this is where that inexperience is going to come into play from Zoë Sager. Angelica whips her off the ropes. Sager now tries to take her down with a big running shoulder tackle, but Angelica having none of that. Sager now big forearms, backs Angelica into the corner. Absolutely unloading corner to corner splash to Angelica. I'm not sure she quite got as much force on that splash as she would have liked. Hooks the head and puts Angelica down with a bulldog in the center of the ring. Sager now with the cover, no leg hooked, and Angelica able to use the power generated from those hips to kick out. Sager might have had better luck with a leg hooked, but Angelica able to kick out. Angelica though down in the ring, and Zoë Sager looking to go to the top rope. Sager is up top. Angelica now stirring back to her feet. Cuts Sager off on top. Big forearm smashes. Overhand forearm smashes. She's got Sager hooked. This is a precarious position for Zoë Sager. We've seen Angelica get opponents in this position before. Big superplex. Both women down center of the ring. The referee beginning the count, and you have to figure the first one to make it to their feet is going to have a distinct advantage. Huge superplex from Angelica, but took a lot out of her as well. That is a really high fall, landing really high on her shoulders. Angelica, big overhand forearm. Sager responds in kind, and these 2 women just going at it in the center of the ring. Look at the heart from both Angelica and Zoë Sager. Angelica able to get the better of Sager in that exchange. Irish whip. Angelica with the big boot taking Sager down. Looks for the cover. Sager's wise to roll to her belly. Angelica able to roll her over though. Hooks the leg. Only a 2 count on that back press. Zoë Sager is down. She is having trouble getting back to her feet. Angelica though going to give her a hand, bringing her right back up to a vertical position. Front face lock. Angelica looking for a suplex. Sager able to block. Sager blocks a second time. Roll up here, and Angelica kicks out at 2. Looked like Sager may have had it there. And Angelica coming in. Sager cuts her off with a shot to the midsection. Looks for a neck breaker. Puts Angelica down with that neck breaker in the center of the ring. Sager trying to get these fans behind her. These fans in Lethbridge rallying behind Zoë Sager. Surprising big knee to the jaw of Angelica. Angelica down, hook up the leg, lateral press. Only 2, but that is about as close of a 2 as I have seen in a long time here on PowerSlamTV. Sager back up to her feet. Angelica now back up, staggered. Angelica catches the boot, looking for eat defeat. Shot to the midsection of Sager. Sager hooks her for a DDT, looking to put her away. Angelica able to spin out. She's got her hooked here. Backslide. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Angelica picks up the win over Zoë Sager here on PowerSlamTV. Nothing to be ashamed of for Zoë Sager. Impressive showing, and I am sure PPW management and all of these fans would be happy to see a rematch between these 2 absolutely any time on PowerSlamTV. And there you see the handshake in the center of the ring. Extreme sportsmanship from both of these competitors. But your winner here on PowerSlamTV, Angelica. And well, that's not Angelica's music, that's Vinnie Valentine. Well, Valentine obviously lurking in the corner here, coming out of nowhere. What exactly does Vinnie Valentine have in mind? Well, Vinnie Valentine asking for a microphone. It looks like we may have to hear what he's got to say here to Angelica. Well, Angelica going after Vinnie Valentine, and could anybody really blame her? I mean, a disgusting display here from Vinnie Valentine. No business showing that footage. Folks, we've got to take a very brief break. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on PowerSlamTV on Shaw Spotlight for our feature contest this evening, the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line as Sydney Steele goes one-on-one one more time with Chris Parrish for the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And I mean, just weeks ago here on PowerSlamTV, Sydney Steele unable to defeat Chris Parrish with that PPW Heavyweight Championship on the line. I mean, an incredibly close back and forth match. Chris Parrish able to reverse a sunset flip attempt, sit out onto Steele, and pick up the pinfall. And now, I mean, folks, we have the rematch here tonight on PowerSlamTV.
And his opponent, weighing in at 186 pounds, and coming from St. Albert, Alberta, he is the current Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Chris Parrish.
I mean, the PPW Heavyweight Champion, Chris Parrish, has been a fighting champion from day one, defending that championship across Alberta. And I mean, here tonight goes one-on-one with one of his close friends, Sydney Steele. The history between these two men, I mean, they've been partners, they've been rivals, and here starting to develop a little bit of a friendly rivalry between the two over that PPW Heavyweight Championship. And I mean, tonight it is all on the line one more time. Parrish and Sydney Steele. I mean, Chris Parrish, he's become known as the People's Champion here in PPW, and that is no exaggeration. Completely beloved by the people here in PPW. And I mean, carrying that championship with pride, but I mean, he is going up against a motivated Sydney Steele tonight, the most motivated I've seen him in a long time. And he very well could walk out without that championship around his waist. I mean, you hear this reaction for Parrish from the PPW fans. And listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Last time these two men went at it, I mean, very much a 50-50 split reaction, but tonight, it sounds like this entire crowd is behind Chris Parrish. And there you see the sportsmanship. Two friends in a friendly rivalry. Parrish ducks under them with a roll-up. 1, 2. Very quick kick out. And again here, a corner roll. He's got Steele. Steele able to kick out. Steele takes a run and takes Parrish down. Big shoulder tackle off the rope. Parrish drops down. Parrish with a leapfrog. And Sydney Steele looks for that sunset flip. Chris Parrish once again drops down. The move that beat Sydney Steele just a few weeks ago on PowerSlam. Sydney Steele going to take a walk, and I mean, he's going to reevaluate a couple of things here. Very nearly just got beaten a second time with that reversal that cost him his opportunity to become heavyweight champion just a few weeks ago on PowerSlamTV. Incoming, Chris Parrish flying across the German-Canadian club, taking out Sydney Steele. Using his body as a weapon, putting his body on the line. Big chop here from Parrish. That has become the standard for Chris Parrish. Steele now fights back. Big chop back to Parrish. Gonna look to take Parrish face first. Parrish though blocks, reverses, and Sydney Steele face first off the apron. Parrish rolling him into the ring, maybe looking to get this over with quickly. Chris Parrish not being paid by the hour tonight. Sydney Steele, though, able to kick out. And Chris Parrish now, just like PPW's next event, reaching for the sky, heading for the top rope. Gonna look to take Sydney Steele out. Steele, though, able to catch him, throwing Chris Parrish off the top rope. Parrish lands in the middle of the ring. That's a lot of force coming down to the back. Sydney Steele with the cover. Lateral press. Parrish able to kick out at 2. Sydney Steele now going to look to take over. Going to look to use this to his advantage, that he was able to capitalize, throw Chris Parrish off the top rope. Big snap suplex from Steele. Floats over into the cover. Only 2, though. Steele in control. There's a lot of fight left in Chris Parrish. These fans starting to get behind Sydney Steele, but, I mean, you saw it from the very beginning. The fans 100% firmly behind Chris Parrish. Hard Irish whip into the corner. Steele now going to look to come in. Parrish out of the way. Steele into the turnbuckle. Parrish now driving his face into that top turnbuckle. Parrish now looks for the Irish whip. Sydney Steele reversal. Hard Irish whip into the corner. A little bit extra on it from Steele, dropping down to the canvas. And Steele now shoots that half Nelson, hooks the leg. Very tight covers here. Sydney Steele means business. He is looking to become PPW Heavyweight Champion. This is an 8-year journey for Sydney Steele as Parrish fights back. Not going to go down without a fight. Big overhand shot from Steele. Chris Parrish now on his knees in the corner. Steele looking to get him hooked. He's got him in that double underhook position. Pops the hips. Big double underhook suplex. Puts Parrish down again. Floats over. Maybe not quite as tight of a cover as we previously seen from Steele. Chris Parrish able to kick out at 2. This match continues. Both of these men looking to walk out PPW Heavyweight Champion. In Sydney Steele, you can see the frustration beginning to form. He's got to put that out of his head. Got to focus on the task at hand. Big flying cross body. Puts Parrish down. Again, another hook of the leg, and again a kick out from Chris Parrish. Such toughness from Chris Parrish. Such tenacity. And Steele now getting frustrated, taking those wraps off of his fists. We've seen this before. Exposing those knuckles and the big punch to the jaw of Chris Parrish. Steele now turns Parrish around. Got him hooked. Up and down with the back suplex. Well, Steele telling referee Curtis Barnum to ask him if he wants to quit. Chris Parrish never going to quit. Steele with the cover, the kick out at 2. I mean, if he had made that cover just a few seconds earlier, he could be PPW Heavyweight Champion. But taking that time, Chris Parrish hooks the legs. Big roll up here. Steele kicks out at 2. Unbelievable. Chris Parrish seems to have an answer for everything Sydney Steele's got in mind. But the big back elbow, the point of the elbow under the jaw, puts Parrish back down. Steele is on top. He's got Chris Parrish up. Scoops him. Body slam in the center of the ring. What's Steele thinking here? Off the ropes. Drops the big elbow. 220 pounds. Down across the chest, the throat of Chris Parrish. Off the ropes again. And once again dropping that elbow. The point of the elbow into the chest of Chris Parrish. And what's Steele thinking here? He's going to go for one more off the ropes. And goes for one too many. Nobody home. Chris Parrish able to roll out of the way. Sydney Steele may have hit that funny bone. Big overhand. Right hands here from Parrish to the face of Steele. Irish whip. In goes Steele. Chris Parrish looks to come in, and behind him, Steele able to get the boot up. Parrish down to a knee. Steele off the ropes and runs his knee through the side of the head. Chris Parrish is down. He's taken a lot of punishment in this match. Put his body on the line in the early going and has taken a lot of punishment. And, well, Sydney Steele getting right into Parrish's face, telling him, I need this title. Parrish breaks the hands and puts Steele down. A shout out to one of his greatest rivals, the Irishman, puts Steele down with that IRA in the center of the ring. Both men down. The referee's count begins. Could we have a double count out here with the PPW Heavyweight Championship on the line tonight on PowerSlamTV? Chris Parrish kicks up back to his feet. Listen to this reaction. Steele back. Parrish puts him down with a clothesline. A jumping calf kick to the face. Steele back up in the corner. Chris Parrish running stinger splash to Sydney Steele. Steele staggering out into the spine buster from Parrish. Parrish able to float over, hooks the leg. Only two though. Only two. Not enough to put Steele away. So close, yet so far away for Chris Parrish. And Chris Parrish now rallying these fans behind him. Calling for the end. Big shot to the midsection, looking for that parachute. Sydney Steele, though, spins through. Parrish throws the clothesline. Steele ducks, tries to get him into that full Nelson position. Chris Parrish now able to reverse, throws Steele up. Once again, shot to the midsection, looking for that big suplex. Steele floats over. Shot to the midsection. Steele looking for that wild driver. Spins out. Shot to the midsection. Chris Parrish now puts Steele down with the parachute in the center of the ring. Parrish now climbing to the top rope. Is he thinking frog splash? Is Parrish thinking frog splash? He's beaten so many men with that frog splash. Off the top. Big elbow. The big elbow drop. Sydney Steele, though, able to roll away. 1, 2, and Steele. Well, Steele before the 3 count. Before the 3 count, getting his feet below the bottom rope. He's got his foot hooked on the rope. Referee Curtis Barnum didn't see it. The official didn't see it. Looking at the shoulders, didn't see it. Steele's foot underneath that bottom rope. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Chris Parrish pins Sydney Steele. Match over. Well, you hear him arguing with Curtis Barnum. You have to question. You have to question, would Steele have been able to kick out of that pinfall? Was he just conserving his energy, or was that the end of the match if he hadn't gotten that foot on the rope? I mean, Steele visibly frustrated. Chris Parrish obviously frustrated. Parrish didn't want any more questions coming out of this match. He wanted the definitive winner. No more questions about who the better man is, who is the rightful PPW Heavyweight Champion. Well, Parrish saying he doesn't want to win this way, going to the fans, arguing with the official. Sydney Steele, you see him in the corner of your screen here. Steele is just walking out. Steele frustrated. He's walking out. Chris Parrish walking out. I mean, still, your Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Chris Parrish. But I mean, this is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Sydney Steele, incredibly frustrated. In my opinion, the referee made the right call. He didn't see the foot on the rope. Ladies and gentlemen, for PPW, my name is Kevin Farrell. Thank you for joining us here on Shaw Spotlight, and we'll see you next week.